Welcome back, guys. In this section, we're going to learn about a few basic terms, but basically everything that I'm going to go over boils down to the business that you're going to write versus the business that you got paid on. The key to making money in this business with American Income Life is to understand your quality. Now, for me, what that means, I've always paid attention to my quality, and I've had a very high retention above 90%. So what that means is I basically make $60,000 a year before I even wake up and go to work. Now, it's very important. I'm going to be going over and defining a few terms in this video. You must understand them for any of the following lessons to make sense. All right. So this topic can be a little bit confusing. I'm therefore deliberately going to be going over them a little bit slower than I normally do. Let's get into it. Grab that pen and paper. All right. Just to be clear, guys, I need to correct myself here. When I'm mentioning send to gross, what I actually mean is leaderboard to send. So in any of the following videos, when you hear me mention send to gross, just understand that I mean leaderboard to send. So the first topic is send to gross. It's what the business that you sent, or otherwise known as leaderboard business. So the business that you've declared and written with the client. Your gross is the business that you've uploaded to the agent workspace. We've then reviewed and can be sent as standard. Now, in a couple minutes here, I'm going to be going over a standard versus a trial. The second term that you need to know is net to gross. It's very simply the business that you send standard and get paid on to home office versus the business that gets approved through the underwriting process. The third piece that we're going to learn is retention. Retention is the business that is sent and you get paid on versus the business that pays at least 4 months. Now, when you go over net to gross, that's the standard that you are judged on for the first year with us. Number 3, retention is the standard that you're judged on after you're with us for a full year. Okay? Now, I'm going to explain standard versus trial. Standard is very important. That means the business that we review, we think it's good to go. Business has a good bank account. Business, whether they have health issues or not, we believe that there's a good chance that they can get approved. Business that gets sent as a trial. What a trial means is we're going to send this as a safe business, not only for you, but as the client. It protects your quality because what it does, we are not going to charge that client the first premium. We are going to underwrite the policy. We're going to send it to home office. We're going to underwrite the policy. And then when they get approved, that's when we'll give them a call back to start drafting the policy. Because we're not sure, based on their health, based on their height, weight, or based on their habits, whether they've had a DUI, something like that, we're not sure if we can 100% get them approved. So if we feel that that business needs to be trialed, that will protect you and that will protect the client as well. So in the future, if they ever apply for something, it doesn't show up as, they got declined for this piece of coverage because we sent it the safe way as a trial. Now, ALP spreadsheet. This is very important that you understand what the ALP spreadsheet is. The ALP spreadsheet is the gross that we send for you. So whatever we send on a Wednesday, a report will come out called the ALP spreadsheet on Thursday. That will be all the business that you should be getting paid on. All right. That's going to be your gross. Now, whenever we look at the ALP spreadsheet, all that business that you're grossing and you're going to get paid on that week, we have one more small system before we're going to get paid on it. It's called Telechecks. Telechecks is the system that checks not the bank account that was used, but it checks the person's banking history to see if they have a good banking history or a bad banking history, right? So based on your gross, if you gross $3,000 a business, let's say that's 3 deals, and one of your deals, this client doesn't have a good banking history for their accounts, well, what's going to happen is that deal, you won't get paid on it until the draft actually occurs. So most likely what will happen is instead of getting paid on it this week, You'll just simply get paid on it next week once the draft goes through, because most likely you sat down with them, you did a good job, and they know that the draft's going to come out, and the draft does come out. So that's going to be what you guys net on your advance report. So if you guys have $3,000 of annualized life premium that you gross, you're going to then, that one deal for 1,000 ALP that didn't pass the telechecks, you will then net 2,000 ALP, and that's what you will get paid on your advance report that Friday. Okay? So the terms that you need to make sure that you know for this section: send to gross, net to gross, retention, standard versus trial, ALP spreadsheet, what is telechecks, and what you're advanced on. That's all I got for you for this section. Later.